You're welcome to News Insight. The project to have Nigeria work for everybody continues as Obidient put themselves together as an organized unit. Obidient movement becoming an organized unit. Good morning. Peter.
Good morning.
Obidient unit becoming an organized unit. Good morning.
I think they are virtually the only organized movement we have in Nigeria right now.
There are quite a few of them.
Okay.
A lot of them actually. A lot of movements like that, but they don't have the traction that Obidient has.
No, I'm talking about a political figure heading kind of a movement. Not maybe like an NGO or something.
No. We have something like Patutomi is a political figure like Big Tent. You have someone like Prof. Chris Nwokobe. You have a Country First movement. A lot of them actually, but they don't have the kind of traction that Obidient has. Yes, they don't. So Peter, Obidient putting themselves together. Under the leadership of P2B, but being managed by Yunusa Tanko, very interesting because one of the things people have against the P2B is his ability to probably delegate people to do one or two things. This is interesting that it's coming under the leadership of another person. But do you see this helping to curb the error of 2023 where a lot of people voted for them but they couldn't monitor the votes?
Yeah, they've shown that they've learned from what happened from last election. Good morning. You didn't tell me we were wearing white today. Is it because of Obi now that to put the house in order? Tanko has done a good job. See, what most Nigerians don't do, after an event, take stock of that event. See where you've gone wrong. See where you can get better. See things that can be changed. I think that is what this movement has done. For the past 2 years, they've taken stock of what happened. Leave labor issue. The movement is not labor. The movement used labor as a vehicle. The movement have restructured itself. Now they have offices virtually in every state. And those offices will cascade down to the local levels, which they didn't have at the last election.
All right. Kingsley, sometimes being very formidable has a very good advantage when you have to work with other people. Certainly, Obidient movement must work with an entity because it's not a political party. So, but looking at registering, having an ID card, both home and abroad, having to have a registers of members, and what beyond taking power is the motive of Obidient?
I think an organized system, to an extent, I even think that an organization like INEC, if they are able to pull this through, can also learn from them. INEC, as it is right now, cannot track all its voters as it is. If the Obidient movement can come together, because INEC it says this one today, says that one tomorrow.
Excuse me.
Recently, now they are saying that they are going to use slip to vote instead of.
No, not instead. They can be in addition to actually.
In addition, yes. Yeah. No, not as in you can.
Yeah, you can use it if you don't have the PVC.
Addition.
Yes.
Now, we don't know the authenticity of those. There are a lot of. It's a process. You can't just come on the line and say we are changing from what it has always been to what. I mean, you have to try it maybe in an off-cycle election and all that. But if the Obidient movement can pull this together, now one thing I say about the Obidient movement is that they are organized in a way everywhere they go. It's people-driven. As much as we complain that Obi doesn't delegate, the Obidient movement is people-driven. They will tell you, I'm an Obidient, an apological Obidient person. So I think that's one of the things I've seen about them that makes them move. There are a lot of places Obi have never been, but you find Obidient movement there. They may not be members of Labour Party. They are, maybe they are even PDP, but they will say this Obidient. That's what we are following, and I think that has make it very.
Okay, the another guarantee coming in, Peter, is they are saying wherever Obi goes to, we'll go with you. Wherever Obi goes to, we'll go with you. And PDP, Shegun Showme was telling P2B, this is the time to come back to PDP. Enough of Labour. Then Labour Party are saying, no, we did that much in 2023.
We could do better.
We could do better this time. Then people are saying, if you don't want to labor in vain again, you're going to need a coalition. You're going to need to work together. And Obidient are saying, wherever Obi go, we'll go with you. If you are to be P2B, what would you be doing? Would you be going back to PDP, or remaining with the shambled APC, LP, or thinking of a larger ground?
Are you prophesying that APC will be in shambles?
No, what he's doing is what I will do. Now, I will try to harness that movement. I will try to have the record. You can't go into a coalition without your bargaining power. Obi can go walk into any coalition, with this. I am come with Obidient movement, and by our statistics, we'll have 10 million people. This is the bargaining strength on the movement or any coalition. I am coming with these people. What I bring to the table, I show you what he's bringing. So that coalition must take him serious. Whichever coalition must take him serious.
Okay. Also looking at it, resources are going to get into establishment of the offices across the nation and the mobilization of people. Like you said, everywhere you go, you're almost going to find an Obidient person. But this registration, not all might be able to register. How will it shortchange Obi just by any means if those that are able to register are not as much as those on ground? And when it's now going into a coalition, so is that the only people you have based on your register? So is this something that's going to work for him? Or?
Well, they've not told us the modules of their registration yet, but I believe
some will be online like this.
Definitely will be online. There's a portal that will be created. You go there, you register across board now, except for maybe even deep rural areas. They can set up little
for those who can't
do it by themselves, to do registration for them. Now, the former PDP chairman of in Anambra State called Obi that he should come back to PDP. Now, the Labour leader for the Southwest, that's Ayo Olorunfemi, says, Obi, I don't think you should go anywhere. I think you should stay here.
Do you think those calls are sincere calls?
Well, politics is about interest. Yes, politics is about interest.
Whose person's interest in this case? Interest of Nigerians or their party interest?
They're always about their personal interest. Who cares about, do they really care about Nigeria? They don't care about Nigeria. If they care about Nigeria, they will take a detour from the party they are going now and do things rightly. For example, we talk about Oboriwore's defection. On whose interest? On Delta's interest? Or on his own interest? Or on the interest of serving...
He said he wants Delta to realign with the center.
What does that mean?
For so long now, we've been in an opposition
Has it stopped the money that is supposed to go to Delta not to go to Delta? One. Secondly, has it also stopped their IGRO to drop? 3, has it stopped them? Has it made the federal government to take away some of their oil wealth? No. What does it stop? Being aligning with the party at the top, what it doesn't stop anything.
You always say it. What you see while you are there.
Yes.
People say you watch dance from where you are standing.
Yes.
He is standing there as a governor. You are standing as.
Governance is general.
I know, but you are not a governor.
But governance is general.
But you are not a governor
now,
today.
Let me.
Are you a governor?
Okay, if you want us to.
Are you a governor?
Not yet. Very soon. Now, you see, the way they do governance in Nigeria is quite different. You see, when you are given a leadership position to work on, Oboriwore as a governor, it doesn't matter whether he won on SDP or PDP or APC. It's to govern people and to make sure you let them in the path of political and economic development. That's what they are looking for. Now, what has always played out in Nigeria is regional politics. And that's where they are coming to right now.
Okay.
And it's not going to work.
Let me come. Obedience are everywhere. Obedience, they want to follow Obi to wherever he's going. Do you think what they normally accuse others? Because he just talked about Oboriwore. He decamped. But a lot of people are calling Tinubu, don't turn Nigeria to one party state. But Tinubu is playing politics. Do you think Tinubu will infiltrate Obedience movement? Because now The difficulty in infiltrating it before was like difficulty in infiltrating NSAS. No leader, no organization, no office, no phone call, nobody to talk to, but they are just coming together. But now they are going to have registered offices, or even though not registered, known offices, known structure, known portal for registration, known command and control structures and personnel. Do you think the ruling party will filtrate Obidient?
It will be very difficult. Extremely difficult. Why? Everybody on this movement didn't join because of any financial gain. Nobody has been giving a kobo. People join because they want a better Nigeria. Don't come, if you come and give them, they'll take the money. They'll still remain on course for what they believe in. They believe this man can deliver a better Nigeria. So infiltration is not going to work. Infiltrating the party, yes. To infiltrate this movement, I doubt it. Because of what they believe in. They believe
do you know Obidient movement didn't start? In short, Obi himself was not the one that gave the name Obidient. Himself became Obidient. And if you meet Peter Obi today, he will tell you himself is Obidient.
Yeah, of course.
You understand? So it was people driven. But now it's having a command and control structure, starting from UNISA, maybe weekly from Peter Obi at advisory level, but in order of hierarchy, starting from UNISA Tanko. You think the opposition, or not necessarily opposition, the ruling party will sit back and watch them?
No, as a ruling party, should sit back and watch. But what would you achieve? What would you do if you come in?
Okay, let me
finish. What would you do? You will introduce a topic. These guys are smarter. These guys are brilliant. They will attack you on issues.
Okay, do you think
the infiltration you are talking about is if we are going to have either the new PDP or the old PDP or Labour Party being divided into two. One is led by Ninadi Usman and one is led by Abure. There's never going to be anything like that. This is one-man organization.
No, let me call your attention to something.
Yes.
Obidient movement realized the mistake they made before in polling unit agents.
Yes.
This time around, they are unlikely going to let it be like that. They would want part of those that casted the vote, the non-obedient, to also man the vote. You know, I've always said the voting process is a two-way thing. You know, in a broad spectrum, it's actually more than two-way.
Yes.
But in a broader spectrum, just two-way: voting and counting. Now, they would want to take the counting process serious, and that is even one of the most reasons he needs to go anywhere. Okay, so like the people say, anywhere you go.
So really,
that will go with you.
INEC is not going to recognize Obidient movement.
No, they will register with the party, of course, certainly.
They will register with,
of course, certainly.
Exactly.
Obedience are party members now.
So that's what I'm saying.
They're also party members.
The agent of the party that are going to come they may be obedient, but they are going to bear the name
of course, certainly.
Exactly.
Certainly.
I don't know if you understand.
Certainly.
So the party is going to have them on the debate. They are going to be probably.
So that is why I am coming to him, that infiltration comes, you know, let's not be religious. The start of every 12, there must be Judas. So do you think they should work? Because thinking of something and working against is your best bet of making sure it does not happen. So do you think they should the eye should be open towards that?
Oh, sure, definitely. That's one of the reasons they are going to give cards, membership, and all this. That's what I think. They're going to streamline it to that effect.
On this platform too, you said something. That's what we call agent of agents.
Certainly.
So those should be that will make the agent. There's somebody supervising you.
Yes,
there must be chains of control. But for them to infiltrate, they will try. The social rate cannot be as high. It can be up to 10%.
All right. The CIA already still has a false agent or people that sell them.
Of course.
As street as they are.
As street as they are. All right. Let's see. Hope the organization of Obidient movement into a known unit helps in a 2027 election, and let's also hope that Obi is even on ticket, because as it is now, Labour is in shambles. He's not going to PDP. They are looking at SDP. You know, possibly there is a solution there. And Obedience, anywhere you go, we'll go with you. Obedience, anywhere Obi goes, you go with him, and hopefully Nigerians will go with him. Thank you for watching. This is News Insight. We'll be right back.